Does Caleb DeBoer does he fit the culture in the SEC now with Shane Beamer and Lane Kiffin and
Like, I don't.
Not now. Whoever wants to bring this in, be my guest.
B2D? What's going on? Welcome to episode number 11, I believe.
Yep, this is episode number 11,
Yep.
and we got a whole lot to talk about as far as what happened over the weekend.
Yeah, college football was insane. I got a haircut last week.
Huh.
Looks pretty. You still got the flow going.
Yeah, somewhat.
Is that why you got the Swanson jersey on? Because you matched the hair and the jersey?
Nah, I'm repping Vanderbilt because they did the unthinkable.
The unthinkable is in taking a field goal 4 miles into the river or beating Alabama.
Both. Like, how do you get they got a police escort down Broadway Street to dump that bastard into the Tennessee River.
You know, Kirby Smart was talking about like Georgia fans need to lock in. Carson Beck said it too, like because the Vanderbilt game was going on while the Georgia game was going on. I ain't gonna lie, I was watching the Vanderbilt game too, like the whole time.
Dude, I can just imagine what it was like knowing that you're Kalen DeBoer in season 1.
Oh, dude. Alabama
And
fans.
you got cooked by
Dude, so
Vanderbilt.
I saw this video and it's Alabama fans, and you know they're going berserk.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, but how do you
And
answer
it was this
that?
guy, he was like, I don't even know where to start. Wait, yeah, dude. Kalen DeBoer, what was that shirt you had on?
Yeah.
You look like you got it from Fanatic.
Oh, yeah,
Were
yeah,
you-
yeah.
Did you watch the game with
yeah.
me?
But like,
No,
if that's where you're
No,
going to
no.
start as
I
an
was at my
Alabama
house.
fan,
But
to
let me tell you
why?
something. I told my dad, I said, this man showed up in a t-shirt.
Yeah,
I said, there's something about that to me that doesn't sit right with me. And I had coaches and I've had a ref tell me this one time, that if you show up looking presentable, they'll treat you like you're, like they'll treat you with respect
Yeah.
because you showed up looking presentable. He showed up in a pair of khakis and, like that guy said, a raggedy t-shirt.
You think
Wasn't
that's
even
like
a dry fit t-shirt. It was just a
like
fucking
the
t-shirt.
Pacific Northwest thing to do?
Yeah,
Dude,
but
Mike Leach wore that at Washington State.
and he wore some hoodies
The
and stuff like that.
hoodies
But
and
it's
the
like when they hired DeBoer,
yeah.
you know, I thought maybe he'd come down and like take some SEC stuff and run with it and stuff. And I'm not saying there's one way to do it, but you can't replace Nick Saban and do some of the things he's done. And then to hear some of the things about Malachi Moore and stuff like that after his
how they're
complete
still
rash out,
letting him start.
they're still letting him start one, but they tried to pull him off the field, and he said no. And
Yeah, they
just
sent the
walked,
guy
They
back.
kicked the ball.
they just walked off the field like just okay, whatever, you got it, Malachi, and then handled it internally.
But like, there's some. Does Caleb DeBoer does he fit the culture in the SEC now with Shane Beamer and Lane Kiffin and
Like, I don't,
Not now.
I don't know.
because
Are
Kiffin
you-
shows up wearing. I mean, I think it's cool the stuff he wears, the sip stuff,
Yeah, but
like it's not presentable like you would want to coach, right?
yeah, but Lane Kiffin, like, he's been a part of winning teams.
I think you could go to say he's earned his stripes in ways
I would
that
say so.
DeBoer
So
hasn't.
DeBour doesn't earn his stripes for going to a
Not
national
yet.
championship.
I don't know, probably not. And maybe he has earned his
If
stripes.
Kirby pulled up in a dry fit hoodie, I don't think it would.
So here's the problem with Kalen DeBoer. You're following Nick Saban.
Yeah.
And everybody says, oh, just go be you. Well, going to be him.
And then taking a loss.
And you went from Nick Saban, who is a disciplined freak,
Yeah.
Yeah,
to changing the whole culture. Music at practice, which, again, I'm good with, but that wasn't the culture at Alabama.
Yeah.
The whole thing did a 180.
Well, did you ever see that interview with Milroe where they were talking about what's the difference in Nick Saban and DeBoer? DeBoer believes in celebrating your little wins,
A little. Yeah.
and Nick Saban didn't believe in that at all. Like, you can celebrate after the season.
Yeah, well, Nick Saban was talking about it before. He, there's no relief syndrome at all in him, but he would celebrate even a national championship for just a little bit and then had to focus on next season.
Yeah,
But DeBoer is all about celebrating the little victories, and that's fine. But you start getting into those moral victory things, and That's when you start getting in trouble. That's where
If you start becoming a loser,
that's where the old Tennessee Butch Jones. That's where he got in trouble. Like, because he was a moral victory guy. He was a brick by brick guy. Like, no.
Speaking of Tennessee, they lost to damn Arkansas.
Yeah, and I don't want to harp on, Alabama being, their culture being bad, but there's no.
It's not a good look.
It's not a good look.
Not right now.
Like,
it's very bad.
Alabama was a team I respected. Yeah, Alabama was a team I respected for many, many years. But now, like, even my dad said it today, it's like, how can you even respect what they're doing when you see Malachi Moore crashing out on the field and all that?
Well, I agree, but goes to show what he just showed us. What has the culture at Georgia become?
You think the players are frustrated with Kabir? I'm talking about not the incoming freshmen or the transfers, but like the sophomore, juniors,
with
seniors.
What?
You go from Nick Saban to Kalen DeBoer, that transition.
Sure. Yeah,
they're frustrated.
What you were saying, the on-field culture at Georgia is really good. You can see that. You can see it in the coaching, how he talks to the players, how he talks about the players, all that kind of stuff.
But why is it not transferring to off the field? Because usually if you can be disciplined on the field, you've got to be disciplined off the field.
Yes. I saw a thing earlier that said somewhere along the way, Georgia's wide receiver scouting, as far as character and athleticism, has just fallen off. And it's like okay.
It started with Pickens.
Yeah, let's think about the character of some of our receivers. Ra Thomas, no longer with us. Colby, we'll see. There's been a few different things come out. We'll see. But it's not a good look regardless. Let's think about more. George Pickens. Some character issues, immature more than anything.
Yeah.
I can think of, like, just dating back to
ETN.
Well, whole thing, those were dropped. He still served a suspension and all that. And
there was a player. Was it AJ Green that got in trouble?
AJ Green got in trouble back. Like, the problem is that it frustrates me to no end that Georgia players are getting arrested because you have everything in front of you if you're playing at Georgia. Why are we going to throw that away? And it's the same for me that Malachi Moore at Alabama. You just showed 32 NFL teams what your character's like.
But the problem is they don't need to go to the NFL now. They've got their money.
That's the problem.
That is the biggest problem in college. Because I know me.
No,
and I tell everybody this. Me as an 18-year-old, if you give me what I like to call FU money, yeah, it's FU at that point.
Yeah, I'm with you there. And
right.
I'm with you there.
That's the problem with college football, and that's why you're seeing a lot more people in trouble. They don't care about going to the NFL. They're just going to bounce around. You got to Miami wide receiver been in college for 9 years. For what?
Yeah.
It's just got to take a tighter grip on NIL.
Yeah, there has to be changes in NIL, but also, like, some of these things that are coming out has nothing to do with money and just their character in general.
Right.
You think money is what
I think money is some of it, but like
changes a character.
The whole rah-rah thing to me, like, I don't think money, and Colby too, I don't think money's the reason that you end up
take that big of a risk
with a crazy woman. Like, and I'm not blaming the woman in this situation, but like, I don't think money is any of that.
Assault on an unborn child.
Have you read the report?
No.
Yeah, well, I'll spare the details. It could be bad. One side saying one thing, one side saying the other. That's a dispute for you. That's what's going to happen. His attorney says one thing, of course.
Right.
And then whatever. We'll see. I don't want to speculate on that. But regardless, it's a terrible look. And the whole thing is, with some of these things, rah-rah and Colby, it's like, yeah, put yourself in better situations. No matter what.
At that point,
put yourself in better situations.
It's like playing with fire.
And I'm not blaming either side in this situation, but it's a bad look for him because he's in the spotlight.
Yeah.
So, and that's where it comes off on Georgia, and that's where I get frustrated because I'm a Georgia fan, and it's like Kirby's on-field stuff is great.
Mm-hmm.
Probably the greatest in college football right now. Yeah, I'd say easily the greatest in college football right now.
Right.
But I don't understand how this isn't translating off the field. It's wild to me, but it all does equate back to money, and money.
There's only so much you can do off the field, though. There's only so many eyes you can have on them.
Yeah,
and I think
that's true.
I mean,
and that goes back to money. When you have that money and you end up with freaking scat packs and all that,
Lamborghinis.
then you get into the street racing issue.
Oh yeah,
that's when I get all frustrated. It's just gonna get worse.
When you get fast stuff, you like to go fast.
Yeah,
you like to show other people it's fast.
Yeah, it's just gonna get worse.
So I saw this TikTok trend, and it kind of hints on the character side of things. And the trend is like, if younger me could see me now, he'd be proud.
Yeah.
So what advice that you've learned since the start of college would you give yourself
since the
younger?
Start of college,
like that now? Like if you could today talk to yourself starting college,
run to what makes you happy, and run away from what doesn't. I mean, that's the one thing I tell myself.
I could tell myself, if the problems you thought then were as big as you think they are, you're going to laugh about them 4 years from now because you'll have bigger problems.
Right.
I was kind of on the same thing. Like, if it's not going to affect you a year or 5 years or 10 years down the road, don't even worry about it.
Yeah, it's hard. That's hard to do. Yeah. But mine just comes from a place where I've been in so many different situations that I've had to either remove myself from, or throw myself into even further because they made me happy. And just because I was weary of them before, I've had to dig deeper into them because it's like, oh, okay, like my job right now, love it. And at first I was like, oh, we'll see.
Right.
But like now I'm like, oh, there's something for me here. And it's like, not necessarily there, but like there's something for me outside of what I was doing. And when I got out of that and ran from it and decided, hey, I can do better for myself mentally and in life, like, because I like quality of life. And I know this has been a big thing for Jonah too. It's like, when you value your quality of life over anything else,
it's going to be a problem.
When you start valuing your quality of life is when you start living.
Yeah.
Like, for real.
See, the way that I look at it, and no, I haven't been out long, but for me, I can sacrifice my quality of life for a few years to grind to better my quality of life 10 years from now, right?
And
better my kids' life.
Right. And some people are in the same boat as you. Like,
I'm going to go get as much money as I can, and in turn, I hope that helps my quality of life.
Yeah.
I was telling Jonah earlier, I'm in a spot in life now where it's like, it's not a bad place to be.
Sure.
I like it.
Right.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm lacking is my own house, and that's coming.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's exciting.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it got to me, what killed me was I had too many dependents at one time in my life.
Yeah.
And between that, working, and also the career I was in, it was not a good mix. And so that's when I knew, I was like, the quality of life is going to be like, I'm not going to be able to perform at work because of the quality of life. So that's when I knew, I was like, yeah, we got to make a little change.
There's a certain point that you hit. And if you ever enter into the corporate world, which I know you say you won't, but who knows? You ever enter into that world, there's a point you hit, which not everybody, but there's a point that me and Jonah have hit, that like, you're like, what am I doing? Like, and you have to figure out, like, for me, I'm technically still in the corporate world of sorts, you have to figure out what it is that like you're working towards in life. Like
Yeah.
what am I doing? What am I doing that's going to make me happy? And when I figured that out, and I'm still figuring it out a little bit, but now that I've started to figure it out, I feel a lot more free in life. And so I don't know. Going back to your question, I definitely would tell younger me, even when I was like grinding in athletics and had chances to go places and stuff like that, like always run to what makes you happy and what lets you care about yourself. Because when you stop doing that, when your quality of life goes down, you stop caring about yourself, it's over. Yeah.
I'd definitely say I would definitely keep what I said about if it's not going to matter in a year, 5, 10 years.
No,
leave
I
it.
agree with you.
But also for me, my life, I think the number one thing for me is hustle.
Yeah.
Like the only reason I've gotten places is because I've hustled.
Oh yeah, 100%. That was me, and I've hustled almost to the point where it was like, 20. God, that's bad. 25 this year. But now I'm looking at a place like what can maximize my efficiency with minimal effort, because how much effort do I have to give?
That's true too.
Yeah.
That's true too.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where I'm at.
Because
too.
when you
It's
enter a
like-
family and you go to a family aspect, you got to devote effort to
And that's-
different
I mean,
branches.
there is still grind in that too.
Yeah.
Like right now I'm grinding to figure out like what can I do to move up in what I'm doing right now, and what can I do to, better our travel team and better our, all that kind of stuff. I just look to be better in everything I do, which we all three of us do. Well, what can we do to better this podcast? That's something we talk about all the time, right?
Yeah.
Like, and then me and you talk about what can we do to make the travel ball team better? And then I go personally to my job and I say, what can I do to be better at my job? One, but what can I do to move up in this world?
Yeah.
So-
No, I mean, that's something I wake up every day thinking about is what exactly can I do to take another step today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you get complacent and you stop taking those steps or stop wanting to
That's the
take those steps,
biggest thing that pisses me off.
is complacency.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anybody who just kind of
Anybody who is okay with not having change, not having improvements.
yeah, it's frustrating.
Yeah.
And like being stagnant and being stuck is one thing, and having a time of being stuck is one thing, but a whole other thing there would be like just choosing to be stuck.
Choosing to stay there and never trying.
Right. And at that point is when you're just, at that point, that's when the three of us, are different from a lot of people who are just like, oh yeah, I'm happy. It's like, well, are you trying to move up? Are you
I
trying
just
to move
don't-
forward?
I don't know how, like if I was still in this spot 10 years down the road, I would be ill. I would be pissed.
Yeah.
There's
I
no
would be
way.
too. Yeah.
I'm going to
Yeah.
be mad if I'm still in this spot this time next year.
Yeah.
How okay with you on setbacks? Because they're going to happen naturally.
Setbacks happen.
Yeah.
I've had setbacks in baseball.
Shit, I'm going through one now. It's crazy.
Setback. You can't be mad at a setback.
No.
You have to take the setback
Yeah.
in stride, learn from it, and build on it.
Yeah. I agree with that.
100%. I think it's me learning to build back on it, but I don't know. It's coming from a thing you like so much and you were good at it, and then just being like,
That was me.
my
That's me.
parents saw that it. I mean, I was not good.
Yeah.
There's a time where I was like 20 pounds underweight.
Yeah.
I went to the general physician. He was like, blood pressure's high, but you're keeping the weight off, so it's kind of interesting. And I was like, I don't know. And then they started one thing led to another, and then I was like, I'm gonna quit work.
Yeah.
Talking about like stuff you love.
So I just
and being
walked in
pushed
and I was
out of
like,
it.
I quit. Yeah, I was essentially, it's like I was pushed out. I don't know if you could call it burnout. I wasn't burned out. I was just,
But like I go from playing a game that I've just built my life on at this point. And
Yeah.
I know they say don't build your life around a game, but essentially to be a college athlete, you do.
Yeah.
You build your life around it. And to just, like, when your career, like, when it's over, and you never get it back.
Right.
I still think about it. Like, I was thinking about it today in the car riding down the road. I was looking out the window and I was like, damn, I'd love to be back in Tallahassee playing again, or at Andrew playing again, somewhere playing again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, there's still days where I miss it.
The best thing for me right now is coaching.
Oh, 100%.
And like being around the kids and stuff has helped me tremendously fill that void on what I left to where I'm going in life now. And
That's a good outlook on it.
Yeah, it's different for me right now, like, because it's a new sport for me, although I know the sport. Like, it's just different for me right now because, like, it's not something I've done.
Yeah.
But I've told you this before, too. What doesn't change is I could go coach tennis right now, and I would care about the kids all the same.
Yeah.
And
The
that's
grand scheme of things, it's being a mentor
yeah.
that travels across all
Right.
sports.
Right. That transcends sport, the type of kid, it transcends every aspect of anything when you care about the kids. And that's where I'm at right now.
But, like, I was talking to a parent today, and I was like, at the end of the day, I care more about your kid than I probably should. And I've known him since August.
Yeah. Yep.
Like, I've made relationships with these kids that may or may not ever play for me again.
Right.
But it's like, dude, I love seeing them win.
And maybe they knew it before, but after Sunday, the kids knew from me that I was not going to ever let them be disrespected, or I would always fight for them and all that. Like, yeah. And
You don't have to go too in depth because he was telling me some part of it. Like, you had a nasty coach up against y'all.
No,
I wouldn't say
so. They
nasty.
won the championship, and there's this new trend going around. It's like belt to ass, and they're taking their belts off or got batting gloves, and they're slapping the opposing team on the ass as they walk by.
Oh, yeah.
And they started doing that. And they
It
tried
obviously has become a big trend. I haven't seen it. I've never heard of it.
Yeah, you'd have
Well,
to baseball TikTok would.
Yeah.
Well, football
that
some
algorithm.
too, but like one of the kids walked by me and tried to do it, and I was like, "No, take that somewhere else."
Yeah.
And the coach was like, "What the is your problem?" And I was like, "I don't have a problem." But he kind of stood up for me in the moment. He was like, "Your kids are going by slapping our kids on the ass with batting gloves and belts." And he looked at me. He was like, "Well, you've had a problem all day." I was like, Actually, this started in the first game of the day with your first base coach."
But dude, it was jawing all day. So the game before this,
Y'all
I
boiling.
got in an argument with a coach. So our catcher gets smoked in the chest by a fastball.
Yeah.
Oh, the ribs.
Brody, his name's Brody. Shout out Brody.
Yeah.
Takes off to first base.
It just nailed in the ribs.
And I never even like. And
he wasn't behind the plate.
No. He
Okay.
was. He
Where-
wore,
But it was your
he
catcher.
Wore, it was our
Okay,
catcher. Yeah.
We've got what? Runner on first and second now? Something like that. We have
something
to,
like that. But
we
I
need to
think
score a
base
run.
or juiced or something like that.
We need to score a run. And a pitch goes by and Knox calls time. And I was like, what?
Whoa.
And he was like, you want to get a pinch runner? I was like, oh yeah. Like, good idea. So we put a pinch runner on, and their coach comes out the dugout. He's like, you can't do that. Like, the pitch has already been thrown. You can put a runner in at any point in time you want to.
Yeah.
And I told him that. And they kept on about it. And I was like, that's fine. Like, he's faster than the guy I was putting in.
Yeah.
He'll just burn you at home plate. That's on you. Leave him in.
I was just trying to get him to go sit down. He just got smoked in the ribs.
And he turns around and he's like, well, I can't help that you're just mad. We proceeded to beat them by 10 runs in the game before that. And I was like, no, you're mad. You lost by 10 runs last game.
Yeah. And then we had to play them back to back and beat them again. But so basically what we were dealing with all day is a bunch of coaches who really don't know the rules. And me and Slimmy are like just blowing their minds with like what we're telling them. And they're
Dude,
like, There was one really cool coach though.
We won some games by some pretty crafty stuff. Like
Yeah.
we put in this play with a first and third runner, and it's insane.
Yeah.
It'll probably work every time.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Anyway,
Anyways, I have a question.
What?
Totally off topic. you should know what I'm about to say. Actually, you may not remember. Where do you rank Arby's?
oh hell yeah, we had this conversation on Sunday.
We did. Where do you rank Arby's in terms of fast food?
Easy top 3.
Not top 3.
It ain't one, but it ain't.
Because we talked about it already. I said I was going to bring it up tonight.
It damn sure ain't anywhere below 5.
Definitely go to Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A, yeah, we agree.
I think we
Chick-fil-A's
all agree
one.
Chick-fil-A.
Definitely.
I'm gonna be real. If there's an Arby's and a Taco Bell right beside each other, I'm going to Arby's.
That makes sense for you, though.
I got Chick-fil-A, Cookout, Taco Bell.
I can get with Cookout.
I can get with Cookout,
Everything.
Cookout's just like it's cheap, but like when you open that box, you know it's cheap. Like you get a side of chicken nuggets in there.
Yeah, but their burgers are
pretty
good.
good.
There's
The
1.5
burgers.
chicken nuggets.
So I can get with Cookout, too. But mine would probably go Chick-fil-A, Taco Bell, Arby's, Cookout.
Mine will probably go something like Chick-fil-A, Arby's, Burger King, Cookout.
Ooh, I hate Burger King.
Dude, Burger King's my 10. If we
And
go
Dairy
10,
Queen at
it's 10.
5.
Ooh, I hate Burger King. I mean, Dairy Queen.
What?
Dairy Queen food sucks.
Dairy
Oh,
Queen's
no.
burger's good.
They're good.
They're
But
good.
Dairy Queen's
Burger-
burgers
I
are
can't
really good.
comment on
Yeah.
Dairy Queen burgers. I
Yeah.
can eat burgers.
Wait, do we count Buc-ee's as fast food?
It's
Yeah.
a gas station. No matter what.
Buc-ee's is top gas station food
All right, if
ever.
we're going to say that, Quick Trip's better than
Oh,
Arby's.
Oh, no, hell no.
Yeah.
That's a crazy take.
QT
Dude, them roller
roller
dogs?
food.
Heck
It's
yeah.
pretty good.
No. I like a good old roller dog.
Yeah.
The
me too.
taquitos from QT.
No, y'all ain't had that brisket taco from there, though. Knox can't, but still.
I don't know if Jonah
Dude,
would eat brisket
Arby's.
from.
Arby's.
Arby's is gas. I don't care what you say. Curly fries, roast beef, you know.
I had a now. So
I'm weird on hot sandwiches. Like a grilled cheese, okay. I don't really do Phillies.
I love.
don't-
I love a Philly.
Hot,
boy.
wet.
Phillies are really like
Unless it's
They're
an
really
actual
like-
Philly. If I'm in Philly and they do the cheese whiz on the steak,
it's like
yeah.
lose for me because I'm just eating a steak sandwich at that point because I gotta take the
So-
cheese off.
Yeah. So
So there's really nothing wet on there for me. It's just dry as hell.
yeah. So for you, it doesn't matter.
But I like them. I like the onions and stuff.
I got a Philly. What was that? Friday.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And I was looking at that sandwich. I was like, ain't no way in hell
Where'd you
I'm going to
get
be
a
able to
Philly
eat that. Corner Cafe.
Corner Cafe.
I love Corner Cafe. Y'all
Dude,
don't.
but-
Y'all just don't be inviting me. No,
you were
bro.
you were busy. You
I
were
think you were at
literally
lessons.
at rehearsal.
That's crazy.
No, he was at
Oh,
rehearsal.
yeah,
dinner.
rehearsal. Damn.
That's crazy. They don't be inviting me nowhere for real.
What?
They hang
How
out.
was-
I know
how
you
was
like
that-
corner.
how
I
was
would
that
have
wedding?
They
invited
hang
you.
out all the time. Don't never.
How was that wedding?
You can come over anytime.
Well, dude, I'm
you got
unemployed.
a girlfriend to sleep. You got a girlfriend to
the
sleep
wedding,
with.
bro? I personally thought it got knocked out of the park.
Really?
Like
Better than...
considering like Lance and who he is. Lance, my brother, by the way. Considering
God.
Lance and who he is and how it went planning the thing. 10 out of 10.
Hey,
My
Hey,
mom.
let's
put-
take it.
My mom.
So that
put
means I
together.
know for sure
was
it was
one-
better than the one I went to.
There was one blow up, and that was it. And it was because they turned on a song that wasn't a country song, and Lance wasn't having that. For those of you who don't know, Lance is the biggest redneck you'll ever meet.
yeah.
100%. There's nobody that'll compete with him. Nobody.
PJ there?
No.
Oh,
I don't know
wow.
where PJ
Oh.
was.
Really?
But no, so I got a question,
Send it.
and it has to do with hurricanes. Because we've had Helene, which was awful,
This can't be going to a good place.
and we've got another one coming Thursday, right? And it's going to be off
yeah.
through Tampa.
Yeah.
So I just want to know why they give hurricanes these cute ass names and they just proceed to wreck.
Well, they name them.
But
I don't.
You think
that's not the
Milton's
question.
cute?
That's not the question. The question is, give me If you were in charge of naming hurricanes, give me your top 5 names you would name them.
Top 5. I probably can't give you top 5.
All right, give me 3 names you would name a hurricane. I'm giving mine some destructive ass.
Hurricane Boom.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Hurricane Hell.
Yeah.
Hurricane Get the Hell Out.
Yeah. Hurricane, get the hell out.
Hurricane.
Yeah.
Hurricane, he going deep.
Yeah. The Hurricane Ocean.
Hurricane Shador would have got that.
Hurricane, watch out.
Yeah.
But like Hurricane Satan, bro. You gotta give him Hurricane Michael Myers.
Hurricane Diddy.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, that would take some care.
Yeah.
There it is. Winner. Ding, ding, ding.
The Undertaker.
Good.
Hit him with something like that.
Dude, if Glenn Burns was describing Hurricane Undertaker, we're going to like Canada.
Yeah. But you get like Hurricane,
Boy, Glenn Burns be blowing some proportions. You could have a
job.
possibility of showers today with the biggest tornado you've ever saw.
The people on the Weather Channel, me and Knox are sitting there. He goes, "Be prepared to have your last meal in your homes."
Like, I'm so released.
Knox flies out of the seat. He's like, "They did not just say that."
I was like, "What?"
Knox's house is up on the biggest hill I've ever met. Hey, you ain't got to worry about your house going nowhere.
No, my house ain't going nowhere.
I'm by the river.
Yeah, you may. If
My
it got bad,
Yeah.
you could.
My shit washed away.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bro, I saw,
good.
speaking of washed away, it made me think of the movie Flushed Away. I had this roach, not a roach, one of them big ass water bugs in the bathroom when I woke up the other morning. I flushed his ass alive. He went straight to the Flushed Away world.
He's chilling it.
Yeah.
I love Flush Away movie.
That movie's lit. I just want to know how the mouse fit down the toilet.
Why can't I think of Flushed Away?
You never saw Flushed Away? Are you kidding?
May not.
Dude,
If you ain't saw Flushed Away, you need to leave now.
Like, we be talking about like the B movie and stuff, and I know I watched the B movie, but like I don't remember it like that.
The B movie is lit.
Like, yeah, okay, Flushed Away, yeah.
I love that movie.
yeah.
I'll still watch it to this day.
Like, the B
Matter of
movie-
fact, I need to re-up on it. I ain't saw it in a while.
Their house was cool.
like the B movie's like, yeah, cool.
No, bro, I love the B movie. Like, woke up and stuck his ass in a sharpener and was ready to roll.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can't
you
say I
do.
remember that movie.
He's like, I'm sharpening my
watched
stinger.
it. I watched it, but like,
And then they get off to go to work.
Yeah, him and no, they graduate and they're riding through the
did y'all ever watch the movie Osmosis Jones?
hell.
Yeah,
Is that what it was called, or was that the
I
character?
didn't pay attention to
No, it
it.
was
That ma-
called Osmosis Jones, I think.
Hold on.
They used to get like, bro, y'all remember Tim and Moby?
Thought you were about to say Bill
Tim and Moby.
Dude, look up Tim and Moby. You know exactly who I'm talking about. Everybody watching this knows who Tim and Moby
Yeah, I do. Come on, you know that. Yeah, Osmosis Jones.
Fred autocorrected to T-Mobile.
Tim and Moby, bro, was lit.
Tim and Moby. Oh, the
Bro,
robot. Yes, yeah.
Oh,
Magic School Bus, boy. I used to be coming home trying to watch that shit.
Did y'all ever hear the thing that Tim and Moby were gay?
Good God.
Oh my God.
Did y'all ever hear that?
Moby was raping Tim.
Maybe.
Jesus Christ.
I think it was mutual, is what they're telling me. I don't know who they is. They're not telling me anything.
They made it. Animated.
Hey, I'm just saying what they said.
Like Curious.
Don't ask me who they.
Like Curious George.
Yeah.
Who was his owner?
The man with the yellow hat.
Yeah, what was his name?
Wait, I don't think he had
That's
a
what
name.
it
I
was
think
called. The man with the yellow hat.
No, but he definitely had a name.
I
Definitely.
don't
did
think
not.
so.
He definitely had a.
Bro, what y'all know about Osmosis Jones though?
I know that
That's
show.
Chris Rock in it. That's all I know.
It's hilarious. Sort of.
I don't care nothing about watching water ride around.
I thought it was a good movie. We watched it in biology.
Yeah, and I also used to think Alvin and the Chipmunks were a good movie.
I think-
Now the one
I
where they
think
went
it
on the
is.
cruise, that one was lit. I ain't.
Oh,
gonna
his
lie.
name was Ted Shackelford.
No bit. They did not call him that in the show.
Despite his name in Curious George 2006 in the TV series, he goes by the man in the yellow hat, but they revealed in one episode to his name be Ted Shackelford.
Bro,
Ted Shackelford.
y'all ever watched the real live
That's Bryant's
Clifford?
next road to glory.
Yeah, I couldn't watch it.
I loved it.
I never liked Clifford.
What?
Clifford kind of freaked me out.
I like dogs, and my favorite color was red. That is 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you bleep that out?
Yeah.
Please, God.
Okay. Just cut. But
Oh,
no.
God.
But God, there's one show that freaked me the hell out.
Oh, there's one that freaked me out.
I forgot what it is.
Mine was the Teletubbies.
I ain't ever watched
Boy,
Teletubbies.
the Teletubbies freaked me out. They had that little vacuum.
Oh, his
That
name
was-
was Nuna.
Bro,
Or
was
Nunu.
you know what? You know
Yeah.
what?
Nunu.
You know
Yeah.
what I used to like when I was real little? Barney. But growing up now, watching that, bro, he might have been a pedophile.
Yeah.
Low
My
key.
God.
May have been a pedophile.
The Wiggles.
Dude,
The
Boomba.
Wiggles were
Okay,
lit.
the Wiggles are still lit.
These freaked me out, dude.
What?
Y'all
Yo
are
Gabba
bad.
Gabba?
No,
Oh, God.
these.
I never watched Boomba, okay?
Yeah,
What?
Boomba.
What the f is that?
Yeah.
I do not know what a boomba is.
yeah, dude. It was
seems-
scary because their heads
You know
would
what
come
that
out.
looks like? It looks like one of them that looks like something
Yeah.
you could buy off them commercials on Teen Nick. You know, they used to come out with some crazy
Dude, hold
ass
on.
shit
I'm
on-
about to show
Talking
you
about like
something.
the like gyro balls.
Yeah.
I think this was the ghetto version of the Teletubbies.
The kid version's
Okay, bro, I got
crazy.
a question. If you could bring back one Disney like show.
Wizards of Waverly Place.
No.
I hated Harper.
I love that show.
You like that show?
Well, okay, I have a different one actually.
What series would you bring back?
Sweet Life. I don't.
That had its that had its run.
Hey, you said bring it back.
Yeah, like you could bring one back.
Dude.
I got a few, bro. Like you could really go like iCarly.
That's new.
Same stuff, bro. We grew
Oh,
up.
okay. Well, that
we-
changes the game.
We grew up on
Dude,
like all the
Drake
shows you grew up with.
Not to
Drake
cut
and
you off.
Josh.
You bringing back Drake and Josh? I personally didn't.
Just give it some time. It freaked, dude. It is weird. I did not understand how this was a
I ain't
kid
gonna lie.
show.
8-year-old me would have turned that off as soon as that happened. As soon as that kid with the mullet started jumping around, I'd turn it off.
Dude, that's got to be
Wait,
off-brand.
Wait, that's
Teletubbies.
a girl.
Dude,
All right,
Dude.
bro. I saw enough to
no,
know.
no, dude. Watch what they do. It's weird. Like the kids are playing. It's weird. Whoever did this show was weird.
This looks like the Polar Express.
No, bro. Like they were tickling each other with the eggs. That's
Okay.
what the kids were laughing. And then watch. Never said anything.
Power Ranger?
No, bro. Oh hell no.
All right, bro. Turn it off. So going back to going back to the question, what show you grew up either Disney or Nick
Okay, that changed the game.
are you bringing back,
Drake and Josh. Easy.
bro? There's so many, bro. Like
Zoe 101.
I got into Zoe 101.
Banger.
I got into that heavy. I got
Son.
into iCarly
Yeah.
a lot, Drake and Josh a lot.
The
Zoe 101 was ahead of his time.
Bro, good luck, Charlie.
Great. Yeah, that was yeah, that's great.
God, Teddy was hot.
Fair.
Yeah.
I guess.
Y'all watch Austin and Ally?
Jesse.
Jesse was lit.
Jesse was lit.
Had Chris Bosh on there.
Jesse was lit.
Y'all ever
Hold on. What's up?
Special guest on the
currently
podcast.
recording the podcast.
Michelle?
Special
Yeah, on air right now.
Put her on the camera.
You want to say hey? Hold on.
Special.
Oh, cool.
Let's go. But anyway,
All right, I'll call you back.
here's
Bye-bye.
so what's your official one?
Drake and Josh.
What about you?
Zoe 101. They were bad back then, boy.
But I think I gotta go with iCarly here.
So if we bring all three of ours back, we're lit.
Yeah.
We are
What?
living.
I'm back at 10, 12 years old.
Yes.
Yeah.
Watching WWE on Mondays.
Yeah, well, I still do that, but
WWE was lit this past week. I ain't even gonna lie. Jay
Bad Boy was
and Jay and what's his brother's name?
Jimmy.
Yeah, Jimmy's back.
Jimmy's back.
Jay's got a title.
Yeah.
Roman won.
We are lit. Cody's fighting Gunther.
That's gonna be, bro.
I
That
hate
big ass
Gunther.
belt.
I hate Gunther.
He sucks, low key.
Yeah.
Gunther.
I hate
You know who
him.
Gunther reminds me of? Gunther.
Oh,
my God.
wow. Don't
Just-
do that to Gunther.
Just because they got the same name.
Oh.
Shout out to Gunther.
Hmm.
Start calling Gunther Gunther.
If Gunther was like 5 more foot tall and they got the same haircut, believe it or not.
Was hung like an Allen wrench.
An
Gunther?
Allen wrench.
Yeah.
I said Allen wrench.
Oh.
Yeah.
Gunther was hung like a creepy crawler. The gummy.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my God.
Like one of them grubs you fish crappie with.
Yeah.
Dude, it stinks.
I know.
Damn dog took us a podcast room.
Shout out to Melvin with just Slimmy's dog.
Just laid a
he
log.
laid a log under this table, dude.
That one, dude, that came out of Melly.
Bruh, yes. It wasn't even really. Yeah,
It came out of load.
That shit was up. Yeah, I just come in here and took a dump.
Dude, it looked human.
Did it though?
It looked like this microphone. it was straight up like
that.
Slimmy comes in with a paper towel. He's like, claw.
The claw
Yeah.
head ass.
Dude, when I kept Melly, like, that dog was a puppy still, and y'all left for the beach.
He was an
That
ass.
dog pooped in the house 3 times a day.
Yes, bro. He's an idiot.
He's getting better. Just digging in the yard
Yeah,
now.
just digging holes in the brand new sod. But hey,
Yeah.
you do you, bro.
Yeah.
Your world, we're living in it.
Oh yeah, it's awful.
But-
It's B2D's world,
Before
and they're living in it.
Yeah, before we go, I think everybody wants to know is B2D running a parlay this weekend since we'll all be together.
B2D.
B2D's running a parlay.
Yeah.
I took last weekend off
Yeah.
because I needed to.
All right, reload.
But hey, I'm back in the game.
We're back at it.
You heard that Jonah and Knox will be on Slimmy Slips this weekend.
I got to find some way to make money.
And we'll be rocking out on Saturday. So get in our parlay.
Go dogs.
Yeah.
Although this probably won't come out before Saturday. So
No, it will.
We'll see.
we'll see.
We'll make it happen.
Friday, y'all be watching this.
That'd be
Here we
lit.
go. B2D episode 11. Appreciate you watching.